So you're looking at the Casio Celviano AP-470 digital piano, drawn in by that sleek cabinet design and the promise of a premium home piano experience without the price tag of $1,000. You're probably hoping for beautiful sound, authentic feel, and a furniture piece that elevates your room. I get it. That's the promise, and on the surface, the AP-470 delivers a lot. But here's what surprised me after months of testing. For all its strengths, there are some critical, frustrating problems that Casio doesn't advertise, problems that could be absolute deal-breakers depending on what you need. Therefore, you need to see this before you spend a single dollar. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's start with the good, because there is genuinely a lot to love, and this is where Casio hooks most people. The AP-470 looks stunning. It's not a keyboard on a stand. It's a polished black cabinet piano that looks like a classic upright. It feels solid, it has a proper sliding key cover, and 3 pedals that are weighted and textured like real piano pedals. It's a furniture piece your living room won't be ashamed of. The key action, Casio's tri-sensor scaled hammer action keyboard II, is excellent for the price. It has a satisfying weight, good graded resistance where the low keys are heavier than the high keys, and it even replicates the subtle, barely there click feel of an acoustic piano's escapement mechanism. If you're a beginner or an intermediate player coming from a light, plasticky keyboard, this action will feel like a revelation. It builds proper finger strength, but that's just the hardware. The sound engine is where things get more complicated. Casio packs this thing with their AIR sound source, which stands for Acoustic and Intelligent Resonator. They've sampled a concert grand, and the main piano tones, particularly the concert grand sound, are rich, detailed, and have impressive resonance. You can hear the decay of notes linger naturally, and there's even simulated string resonance when you hold the damper pedal. For playing classical pieces, or just enjoying the pure sound of a piano, it can be deeply satisfying. Therefore, you might be thinking, this sounds perfect. Why the negative review title? Ah, my friend, we must now venture into the land of compromises and annoying quirks. The first major problem isn't about the core sound. It's about everything surrounding it. Let's talk about the speaker system. On paper, 40 watts total through a 4-speaker setup sounds powerful, and it is loud. But loud isn't the same as good. The sound, especially in the mid and lower mid ranges, can get boxy and congested when you play with any real force or use the damper pedal. It's like the beautiful sampled sound is being funneled through a slightly too small cabinet. You lose some of that open, airy resonance the sound engine is capable of. Playing with headphones, which you want to do often, reveals a much clearer, more beautiful sound. But that defeats the purpose of having a nice furniture piano meant to fill a room, doesn't it? Here's a joke for you. The AP-470 speakers are like a shy opera singer with incredible talent, who only performs at their full power when they're absolutely certain no one else is in the building. This leads us to problem number 2, the user interface and secondary features. Casio, in their wisdom, decided to use a small, monochrome LCD screen straight out of 2002. Navigating through its 22 built-in sounds or the various settings, reverb, chorus, brilliance is a clunky, button-pressing nightmare. Want to quickly switch from piano to strings for a song? Be prepared to tap a button multiple times and squint at tiny abbreviations. Compared to modern digital pianos from competitors that have clean smartphone-style touchscreens or at least better organized controls, this feels archaic. It's a constant, low-grade frustration. Therefore, if you value intuitive operation and quick creative flexibility, this piano will fight you every step of the way. It's like having a sports car with a crank-start engine. Now, let's address the elephant in the room for learners or parents, the educational features. Casio heavily promotes their 60 built-in songs and the concert play feature, which lets you play along with orchestral recordings. It's a neat party trick, but the companion app ecosystem, which is crucial for modern learning, is a weak point. The connectivity is via old-school MIDI over USB, not Bluetooth audio or Bluetooth MIDI as standard. You'll need a separate adapter for wireless connection to most learning apps. In 2023, this is a cost-cutting measure that feels cheap. Setting it up can be a technical headache. So while the piano itself is a good teacher, its ability to connect to the wider world of digital music education is needlessly complicated. But wait, the plot thickens. We haven't even gotten to the most critical issue for serious players, the polyphony. The AP-470 has 256-note polyphony. That sounds like an astronomical number, and for simple playing it is. However, polyphony isn't just about how many notes you hold down. It's a resource that's consumed by every note of the built-in songs, every note of the orchestral accompaniments, and crucially, by the sustained resonance of the piano sound itself. When you engage the damper pedal in a complex, sustained passage with the concert play feature running, you can hear notes cutting off prematurely. That rich, resonant sound engine starts to cannibalize its own polyphony. For a beginner, this might never be an issue. For someone playing advanced repertoire with the pedal or using the fancy features Casio advertises, it can break the immersion. It's the digital equivalent of a painter running out of a specific color mid-stroke. Let's take a quick break from the problems for joke number 2. Why did the Casio AP-470 go to therapy? It had too many unresolved issues and felt like it was constantly being pressed for more than it could handle. Okay, back to the review. You might be wondering about build quality beyond the looks. The cabinet is generally sturdy, but some owners online report faint creaks or buzzes from the wooden cabinet at certain volume frequencies or notes. It's not universal, but it's a reported inconsistency. The key finish is good, but long-term durability compared to, say, a Yamaha Clavinova in a similar price range is a question mark. Therefore, the AP-470 exists in a strange space. It gives you fantastic core action and sound for the money, but wraps it in a package with frustrating limitations. So, who is this piano actually for? This is the resolution, the positive note I promised. Despite all these problems, the Casio Celviano AP-470 is a fantastic buy for a very specific person. It is perfect for the dedicated beginner or early intermediate player who values a realistic, weighted key action above all else, and plans to do the majority of their playing using the beautiful core piano sounds, likely with headphones. If your primary goal is to build proper technique on keys that feel close to an acoustic, and you want a beautiful piece of furniture to do it on, the AP-470's strengths massively outweigh its weaknesses. The speakers are fine for casual practice, the action is genuinely commendable, and the price, especially on sale, is very competitive for a cabinet-style piano. For everyone else, the person who wants to easily explore a wide variety of sounds, the player who wants seamless integration with iPad apps for lessons or recording, the entertainer who needs intuitive controls, or the advanced student playing dense, pedal-heavy classical music, these problems will become daily annoyances. In those cases, you should likely look at competitors from Yamaha or Kawai, even if it means spending a bit more or opting for a slab-style piano with better tech. Here's joke 3. Choosing the AP-470 for its educational features is like buying a Swiss Army knife for the toothpick, and then being surprised the main blade is a bit difficult to open. Ultimately, my don't buy title is a hook to get you to think critically. You shouldn't buy the Casio Celviano AP-470 if you haven't acknowledged its flaws. But if you've watched this review, heard about the speaker limitations, the clunky interface, the connectivity hassles, and the polyphony caveats, and you've decided that what you truly care about is that superb key action and elegant cabinet design for focused piano practice, then it becomes a very smart buy. It's a specialist, not a generalist. It excels at the fundamentals of piano playing while stumbling on the modern conveniences. Therefore, make your choice with open eyes. If the core piano experience is your North Star, This instrument will serve you beautifully for years. For the best current price on Amazon and to check latest ratings, click the link in the description below. And finally, joke 4. What's the AP-470's favorite song? Don't stop believing asterisk, because it really hopes you'll overlook the journey and focus on the final destination of a great keyboard. Make an informed decision, and happy playing.